Is suffering really necessary? In theory, no. In practice, still no, but almost yes. And the reason is, it's important to draw a distinction between pain and suffering. The body experiences pain. If I fall down and I injure myself, I hurt a bone, I hurt a muscle, I cut myself, there's going to be a chemical and electrical reaction through my body that's going to register in my brain as pain. Nothing you can do about that. We even now know that actually what we call broken hearts, losing a loved one, due to divorce, due to death, due to other means of separation, sometimes actually gets processed in the brain as pain. So literally a broken heart is processed very similarly in our pain pathways as a broken leg or a broken arm. So when you feel like you've got a broken heart, that pain actually is very, very real. But suffering is much more of our response to pain. So I have fallen, I've injured myself, I've broken something, I've hurt something, something has happened. Pain is there. Suffering is the emotional component, my drama associated with the pain. Suffering is, why me? Oh my God, it's always me. Why does this always happen? The universe hates me. God hates me. Everybody hates me. I'm so clumsy. I'm so stupid. Whatever our internal drama may be. That's what triggers suffering. So is that optional? Again, in theory, yes. It is not a cascade of chemical reactions the way that pain is. But the reason that it's so difficult and the reason that so many of our spiritual paths speak about suffering as so core is as I identify as this body, then that which happens to it triggers an emotional response in me. I have a drama around it. I have an identity around it. I have a story around it. And therefore, I have an emotional reaction to it. I have fallen down. That's pain. But my emotional reaction to that, because I identify as this physical being, is, oh my God, you are so clumsy. You are so stupid. Look at these people. They're so graceful. You can't even walk down the stairs. Like, what is wrong with you? Why don't you? This is because I identify as the legs that just tripped and fell down. Someone says something. Someone does something. Or they don't say or do something that I wished they had said and done. I respond to that with suffering. Why are they being mean to me? Why don't they like me? Again, nobody likes me. I'm stupid. I'm the worst. I'm worthless. I can't even do this spiritual thing right. Look, here I am in a spiritual place and still nobody likes me. It's, right? So that's our stories. That's because I've identified as this body. What it looks like, what it can do, what it can't do so well. So there are things that our bodies can do and can't do. some things that other people's bodies can do and can't do. But when we judge, when we compare, when we criticize, we suffer. So is suffering necessary? No. But in order to remove it from my life, what I have to remove is this identification with the physical body. So if this physical body is not earning as much money per hour as the physical body next to me, or this physical body is not as in alignment with what our culture today has determined is beautiful compared to what it determined last year or 10 years ago was beautiful, that I don't identify as that. That I don't identify as the one who is less worthy, less beautiful, less appealing, less intelligent. This body didn't write the answers to an exam the way that that body wrote the answers to the exam. I'm stupid. So I identify as that. As long as I identify as that, I'm going to suffer. Because in that identification is always, always fallibility. I could practice singing every day of the rest of my life. I will never sing like Mataji on the banks of Ganga. I could practice playing basketball every day for the rest of my life. I will never be able to play professional basketball. I could practice skiing every day for the rest of my life, and I would never be able to do what these people I saw on the Olympics on the airplane over were doing. But if I judge myself as the body who can't do that, I'm going to suffer. And this is where the only answer to suffering is to identify as the spirit. To identify, it's not that we negate the body, but I have a body rather than I am a body. And so I'm not the one who has done these things. I'm not the one to whom these things have happened. I'm not my height. I'm not my weight. I'm not my income. I'm the spirit. I'm consciousness. I'm love. I'm whatever term we use, divinity, God. Different ways of describing the same experience. Body keeps changing. All aspects of it keep changing. If I can identify as the soul, as the spirit, as love, as consciousness, that's when we're able to remove suffering from our lives. Because then what people are saying or doing, exam results, income imbalances, our histories, our identities, suddenly that is not who I am. If that's who I am, then yeah, I'm going to suffer. But if it's not who I am, and I realize that who I am is infinite and boundless and pure and perfect and the same as the divine, then there is no suffering. There still may be pain. Have a body, break a leg, still pain. But the drama that leads to suffering doesn't go with it.